Hello! Well, it's definitely spring. I thought it'd be cool to do another vlog from the same spot where I did the first vlog when it was still basically winter. And, well, it was spring, but it still looked like winter. But this is the same spot where I started the last video, the bench in my little garden. And it's like, as you can see, there's just pretty much not even anywhere to sit. The bench is just covered with whatever plant this is, but I love it so much. And nothing really came back in the garden itself from all the things that I planted, except for some dandelions that, not dandelions, I always say dandelions instead of daffodils first, but let's see. There's a daffodil right there. Where is it? Right there. It never flowered though. And then right there, also never flowered. And then here and here. But we did have some hyacinth that flowered, and it's already done flowering. It's kind of right next to the dandelion. And then we have this stuff growing. It's huge. I can't remember what it's called, of course, but it has purple flowers, and it's really pretty. But actually, now that I'm looking, there are some grapes coming back. This is a grape. We've never had grapes from it yet, but it's definitely established, and it just kind of grows up this little fence. Actually, here's some remnants of last year's. And there's another one. So I think we just have these two. Yep. Oh, and you can see the leftovers of the hyacinth. It got pretty big. I'm surprised. I didn't know they get this tall. But I don't know what that is. Yeah, and just a bunch of violets and stuff. They're so cute. They're everywhere. But yeah, so there's where the tomatoes were. And the other thing that came back is this creeping Jenny. I don't do anything to take care of it at all. It just comes back, and it's, I think it was about half a foot, a square foot when I first got it, and now it's about 3 feet by 3 feet. It's not very thick, but there's a little violet growing out of it. So, yeah, lots of exciting stuff. And I guess I can show you how the backyard's doing. The very backyard. See, there's the bench. It's just, I think that might be honeysuckle. Oh, while we're leaving, there is the Hosta. And I don't remember planting a third one, but these two I definitely planted, and I think that one is just part of those. I'm not really sure. They're back, so that's cool. I mean, they're just beautiful. And then on the other side of the gate, this is where we planted the Hellebore, which I will be posting a video about that. And they're so pretty. I love them, and they withstand so much weather. And then we also planted a lemony lace elderberry. It's already flowered, and now it's just leafy, beautiful, lacy leaves. Lime green kind of a color. It glows. I'd like to plant something darker around it so it really pops. Okay. Here's our garden path. It's so lush now. Here's some more honeysuckle. This stuff just grows everywhere. I almost feel like we have too much of it because it's all over the place. We have a huge wood pile from all the trees that we've taken out, and the animals love it because they live there. More honeysuckle, all kinds of small little trees we might have to take out because they're not letting the trees we want there thrive. Here's the shed. We haven't done anything much to it yet. Part Jared fixed looks good. I don't think any animals got in. Okay, and then the sad news is that the willow tree did not make it. It is dead. So yeah, it's just dark. But right by Buddha, there's some growth. Right here. I'm not really sure if that means anything, like if I can, if it'll get a second chance, I guess. But it's growing from the bottom of the trunk. It's like a sucker. Or it is a sucker. But I don't know if I should like cut the tree and leave the growth and maybe it'll just create a second trunk. So that's what I'll be looking into. Thank you, Buddha. Okay, and then there's the other little bench. And look at these beautiful wildflowers. And there they are. Wild geranium, maybe? Or some kind of a mallow. Maybe that's the same thing. They're so pretty. And they're everywhere. I love them. And then if you keep going down the path, oh, there's more. I just love how lush everything is. But these are pretty neat. They're kind of, I don't know if I'd say ferny, but they're like just a stick with some leaves, and they have these cute little white flowers. Wish I knew what this was, but I love how right here they're kind of growing between these two roots. Yeah, and like they get more dense. Over here, lots of flowers. So, some exciting stuff. And then we also have these weird flowers. See if I can find one. Oh, here. I think it's called Jack in the Pulpit, maybe? But I've never seen these before. kind of reminds me of like a calla lily. But it's so cool. And it has like this flap. And it's just cool. I do have to spray for poison ivy because our neighbors are allergic, so oh yeah, here's some more. These ones have like stripy insides. How cool is that? So I'll show you some poison ivy if I can find some. Let's see. So there's this other ivy. I think it's a Virginia creeper, and it looks like it might be poison ivy, but it's not. I'll show you. Here's some Virginia creeper. It has 2, 4, 5 leaves, and it also grows everywhere. But poison ivy, I think I just saw some over here. Where was that? Oh, here. This is poison ivy. Kind of similar to the Virginia creeper, but it has 3 leaves. And the middle leaf has like 2 prongs. That's not the right word, but 2 like little protrusions on the side. And see these 2, 1, 2, oops, 1, 2, and then the one in the middle, and then these 2 have like, they look like mitts with the thumb facing away. So this one looks like a mitt, and then 2 mitts on top of each other maybe, facing in opposite directions, and that's how you know it's poison ivy. Yeah, so I'll be spraying for that. Maybe I'll do a video about that. We had some poison ivy growing on the side of the house that you may have seen in the first video that I said I was going to take care of, but I haven't yet. You can see all of this is Virginia creeper. It's really pretty, I think. And it climbs up trees. So does poison ivy, and so do our wild grapes. But it's kind of scary because you think you're just walking among a creeper, but there's poison ivy in there. I haven't been affected by poison ivy, so I don't know if I'm allergic or not. But so that's the backyard. There are chipmunks everywhere, and I guess I'll show you the progress of this area. That was a chipmunk. Golden spangled false cypress. Looks good. I can't tell if there's any new growth on it. Maybe, yeah, I think maybe that's new. Has like tiny fuzzies on it. But I don't think it's a lot. There's the marvelous marble heuchera. It's so awesome. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers at least coming up. And it's really upright. Looks really healthy. It's been raining a lot. There's the Veronica. getting pretty tall. The butterfly bush is bushy. Last year it was just one stick. And the other Veronica, even taller than the first one. Oh, Riope looks good. Just getting bigger. And then my awesome neighbor gave us this peony. Can't even believe it, how lucky. I put a tomato stand there so it doesn't flop, but we have a friend. I think I might try to record who it is. I think it's chipmunks, but there's a hole down there and it's very fresh. So our upright forsythia looks not very good. It only has leaves on this part. So still figuring out what happened there. There is the Dale's, why can I never get this one? Dale's strain Heuchera. Doesn't quite look like the picture at the moment, but it's like really pretty green. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers coming up. The only vinca that's growing is the one that's crowded by this other weird plant. Oh, look how cute. Just found these little tiny mushrooms. Look at the sun. Cute. I love mushrooms. And our peony is doing good. It's bigger than it's ever been. And another Dale's Select, or strain. 1, 2 flowers. And there's another Veronica. And then this forsythia. Oh, sorry about the shadows. It's around noon right now, so they're starting to get harsh. But it's nice and bushy. And there's a little fly sunning. Fortunately, it didn't have many flowers this year. And then these are the 2 Veronica that I pruned, but this one I pruned all the way to the ground, and this one I just pruned kind of on top because I got tired, so I want to see if it matters, if it makes a difference. This one just looks bushier actually than this one. There's another Dale strain, Heuchera, with 1, 2, 3 flowers. There's a vinca. It's like not doing that well. And another butterfly bush. Also bushier than last year. That's cool. You can see where I chopped it right there, because there was just 1 stick to chop. So that's nice to see that coming back. There's a nice Hosta. Really beautiful color. And there's the Hollyhock Basket that I made with the hollyhock inside. Let's see if I can get a better shot. It's about 3 inches tall. I think it's working. And then here's the hydrangea, little lime. I was going to do a video about how I deadhead it, but for some reason that file got damaged, so I'll have to wait till next year. But it's coming back, lots of leaves. Kind of slightly fuzzy maybe? No, just really soft. And look at the thyme. The woolly thyme is flowering. It's so cute. I love it. There's more. And our other peony. I think it takes about 3 years before you get flowers. This is the second year, I believe. Or maybe the third. There's our purple heuchera. Looks great. I haven't gotten any flowers off of it yet. And I planted some pansies here because I accidentally dropped the hanging basket and I needed to put them somewhere, and I just love them. They're so happy. Oh, that one is ready to be pruned. Oops. I have a video about how to prune peonies. It's actually more like deadheading so that they stay full. But basically you just want to pinch off the spent blooms so that the bushes get bushy and not leggy. Yeah, I think that's all of them. That's new. Is it? Yeah. The Artemisia is pretty big. You're supposed to pinch them at some point, but I don't think I'm going to do that this year because I'm scared. I'm scared to ruin them. And this is the viburnum, and it has flowers. And it's so soft and wispy. It's a bridal wreath spirea, I think. So many buds to come still. And the Alberta spruce. Lots of growth. Still has a hole, but there is some growth there, so that's promising. The hibiscus. It's coming back. I will be posting a video about pruning it. You can see where I cut it. But it's full. Looks great. Mondo grass is growing. And there's the witch's hair. Vinca. Planning on planting this weeping pussy willow here maybe. There's the other dwarf Alberta spruce with a hole, but tons of new growth. All this light green is new.